Yes, people, welcome back to Arsenal with Ash, here to preview our Carabao Cup quarter-final match against Crystal Palace at the Emirates Stadium. An opportunity to make it to a semi-final. We already know who our opponents are going to be, and that's going to be Chelsea in a two-legged tie, away from home first, second leg at the Emirates, if we make it through. So, the task is here, the challenge is here. We're a team that needs to be fighting on all fronts. I don't want to hear none of this. Let's sacrifice this competition so that we don't have 2 games in February or whatever. I want to win it all. We got the squad now. Yeah, by then we should have players back, hopefully, and the squad will be strong and able to compete on all fronts. Yes, it's not the highest of priorities in the list, but we want to win it nonetheless. And like I've said before in previews of this competition, we've seen many teams in years gone by use that as a catalyst to go on and achieve better things for the rest of the season. So that's what I want to see from our boys. It's funny because we played Crystal Palace the same time we played them last season, quarter-final of the Carabao Cup. And it's going to be a tough game. You know, Crystal Palace over the last couple of years, especially under Glasner, have become a really, really tough game for a lot of teams in the Prem, in Europe. And yeah, it's going to be a tough game. We know that. We've already played them once this season in the Premier League. Again, it was a tough game. Eze with the winner, ironically a 1-0 win. But yeah, we're coming up against a tough opponent. But I'm confident. Not only because we're at home, so the onus is on us to go out there and win the game. So at home, I feel a lot more comfortable there. But also, Palace aren't in the greatest of form. They've had a tough week, and we are the last game of that, which I do feel like this is the game they've prioritised the most. But they've had City at Selhurst Park last weekend, lost 3-0. They then played a team called Cups or something like that in the Conference League, drew 2-2, but they rested a load of players, a lot of random kids in there. And then Leeds, they went back to their full strength side and got absolutely pumped 4-1 away at Leeds. So they're not coming into this game with much confidence at all. Three games on the bounce that they've not won, and they don't have the best record at the Emirates, especially in terms of getting a win. So yeah, we've got no reason to not feel confident. Even with the changes that are expected in the team, I still think the side that we put out there is going to be strong enough to do the job. We know they've got their issues with injuries here and there, the likes of Munoz. They've got Sarr, who's at the AFCON. Mateta's been carrying a little injury as well. So yeah, man, we should definitely be confident, but it will still be a tough game. I don't expect us to win the game by 1 or 2 goals, by more than 1 or 2 goals, to be honest with you. So yeah, it's going to be a similar to the league game. We're going to have to break them down. We're going to have to manage the transitions because I think that's what they're best at against the top teams, sitting in and catching you in transition. But not having the likes of Sarr and Munoz is a big hamper to them. And yeah, so we're just going to have to break them down. And I think we'll be able to do that because I can see someone like Jesus starting the game. He loves a goal against Crystal Palace, scored a hat-trick against them in this fixture last season. Then went on to score a couple at Selhurst Park as well in the league game. But he's just the type of player in these games where teams are going to sit in and make things difficult for you. He can create something out of nothing, link the play, drop in, filter out to the left or the right, and just make something happen. The same with Eze, who should start this game as well. Can make things happen. These are players that can create something out of nothing. We saw it with Eze's goal against Palace. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the game, and I really do hope the boys really push for this win because it will be amazing to get this competition under our belts. It's going to be tough, even if we get through this. We've got Chelsea to play, like I said, and then it's City or Newcastle. So if we are going to win this competition, boy, we're going to have to work for it. So yeah, in terms of the predicted lineup, I am expecting wholesale changes. If I'm honest with you, we've obviously got Brighton coming up at the weekend in the league as well. So yeah, I'm expecting a change in goal with Kepa coming in. He's played the other couple of Carabao Cup games so far. So yeah, Kepa coming in. At right back is difficult because obviously we got Ben White out injured. Timber, he's had a couple of knocks recently. Do we want to risk him? It's difficult with the defense. Could you go to a young boy like Josh Nichols or even Marley Salmon out there? I'll be inclined to play a Marley Salmon out there, and play him at right back. Yeah, just give him a chance, see if he can deal with it. Have Timber on the bench if need be. I'd go with that, man. I'd really give him a chance. Um, at centre back, would have to stick with Saliba and Hincapié, or you could put a Calafiori there, but I'd probably stick with Saliba and Hincapié because yes, there are only two fit centre backs at the moment, but we've also got to get them used to each other and playing consistently. Since Hincapié's come in, yes, he's had a little bit of criticism, but he has been playing with all different partners non-stop. So let him have some consistency with Saliba, and that will help. And it'll be a big challenge up against probably Mateta in that game. So yeah, I'd stick with them two, and at left back I'd bring Miles Lewis-Skelly in. I think that's a no-brainer for me. In centre midfield, I'd put Norgard in there. I'd change the midfield. I'd go Norgard. I'd go Marino. I'd go Ethan, but I do think Arteta will put Eze in there to put it so Martinelli can play on the left. But I do want to see Eze on the left, if I'm honest with you. So I, yeah, personally, I'd go with Norgard, I'd go with Marino, and I'd go with Ethan Waneri. Um, give the boy a chance. He can really do. He can produce special moments, and his shot volume and chance creation. We're gonna need that, especially outside the box in a game where it's tight and congested. Someone that can get the crowd off their feet with a little mazy run or hit a shot from outside the box, and he can hit them, and there's a high possibility of it going in. So yeah, I'd put Ethan out there, and then I'd go with a front three of Eze, Jesus, and Noni Madueke, who we haven't seen for a couple of games since the Bruges game. But yeah, I think he definitely comes straight in. And then if need be, we've got the reinforcements on the bench. We've got Zubamendi, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Gyökeres, Trossard, options galore. So if the game's not going our way, we've got those type of players to bring off the bench. So yeah, man, that's the team I'd go with, and I feel confident that they can do the job. I'm going to go with a 3-1 Arsenal win. I'm going to go with Jesus to get a goal. I'm going to go with Noni Madueke to get a goal. And I'll go with Norgard to get his first goal for the club as well. So yeah, 3-1 Arsenal win. Let's get through to these semi-finals. Have a crack at this competition as well, and then we move on to Brighton. And yeah, happy days. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment. Like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and hopefully we can go out there and do the job.